Doctor explains the best fruit to eat before bed for healthy eyes. It's a common yet deeply concerning assumption that the gradual blurring of vision is simply an unavoidable decree of getting older. Many resign themselves to the idea that it's a natural decline, something to grudgingly accept as an inevitable consequence of passing years. You might find yourself waking up with a persistent, dry, scratchy sensation in your eyes, feeling as though they haven't rested at all. Perhaps you struggle to decipher the fine print on a restaurant menu from across the room, watching as everything blurs into an indistinct haze. Or, when driving after dusk, the approaching headlights of other vehicles transform into blinding, uncomfortable starbursts, forcing you to grip the steering wheel with an unsettling tightness you never used to experience. These aren't just minor inconveniences. They are signals, often dismissed, that deeper processes might be at play within your ocular system. However, there's a profound truth that often goes unsaid, a critical piece of information that most doctors simply don't have the luxury of time to sit down and comprehensively explain. Blurry vision, dry eyes, and reduced visual acuity are not always just about old age. The American Optometric Association, a leading authority on eye health, issues clear directives on this matter. Once you cross the threshold of 60, your eyes do indeed become significantly more delicate and susceptible to a range of conditions. Issues such as chronic dry eyes, the gradual clouding of cataracts, the progressive deterioration of macular degeneration, or even the sudden onset of blurry vision in just one eye become considerably more prevalent. What's even more alarming is the warning issued by the National Eye Institute, which indicates that vision loss among Americans is escalating at a pace unprecedented in recorded history. This isn't merely a statistic. It represents a growing crisis impacting independence and quality of life for millions. What truly amplifies the danger of these age-related vision changes is that much of the insidious damage often unfolds stealthily while you sleep. At night, when you believe your body is undergoing its essential rest and restorative cycles, your retina, that remarkably intricate, light-sensitive tissue lining the back of your eye, crucial for converting light into neural signals, doesn't consistently receive the optimal supply of oxygen and vital nutrients it desperately needs. The delicate photoreceptor cells, the microscopic powerhouses that enable you to perceive the world with clarity and detail, begin a slow, silent process of degradation. This breakdown can go completely unnoticed for extended periods, and tragically, most individuals only become aware of the issue once the damage has already become significant, often irreversible through conventional means. This silent degradation leads directly to the question I encounter almost every single week in my practice, a question echoed by countless concerned individuals. Why is my vision progressively blurring? And more importantly, is there anything I can do about it naturally without becoming reliant on expensive, often lifelong medications or undergoing potentially risky surgical procedures? The honest and sometimes hard truth is that many of the commonly prescribed or widely available solutions, be it a never-ending supply of eye drops, incrementally stronger corrective lenses, or even sophisticated laser surgeries, are predominantly focused on managing the symptoms. They can significantly improve vital circulation to the retina, ensuring a more consistent supply of oxygen and nutrients. And perhaps most importantly, some of these compounds have been shown to actively slow the progression of macular degeneration, a devastating condition that remains the leading cause of central vision loss in adults over the age of 60, stripping individuals of their ability to read, recognize faces, and perform everyday tasks with clarity. In essence, what this research strongly suggests is that you may possess the inherent ability to support and foster clearer vision naturally, safely, and crucially, while you sleep, without the perpetual need to reach for another prescription bottle and without the anxiety of booking yet another surgical consultation. This represents a paradigm shift from reactive treatment to proactive, natural support. And here's a revelation that consistently astonishes almost everyone who hears it. The number one fruit on this scientifically curated list, a fruit that most people already have readily available in their kitchen or can easily acquire, contains a unique natural enzyme. This enzyme has been definitively shown in extensive research to actively interfere with one of the most destructive and pervasive processes behind the development of cloudy lenses and the insidious onset of early cataracts, effectively offering a protective barrier against these common visual impairments. My name is Dr. Michael Kent, and I have dedicated years of my professional life to working closely with older adults who are genuinely committed to safeguarding and preserving their precious vision. My approach combines evidence-informed, natural strategies with conventional care, seeking to empower individuals with holistic solutions. Today, I am going to meticulously guide you through 7 specific fruits that cutting-edge research indicates can powerfully support overnight eye repair. And critically, I'll explain the precise, optimal methods for incorporating them into your routine to maximize their benefits. Before we delve into this invaluable information, I'd be genuinely delighted to know where you are tuning in from right now. Please take a moment to drop your city or country in the comments section below. We are actively cultivating a truly global community here, a collective of individuals who emphatically refuse to accept vision loss as an inevitable fate, but rather as a challenge that can be actively addressed and mitigated. And one more thing, and this carries genuine importance. Everything I am sharing here today is strictly for educational purposes. It is not, under any circumstances, a substitute for professional medical advice. If you are experiencing any changes in your vision, such as blurriness, or if you have any concerns whatsoever regarding your eye health, it is absolutely imperative that you consult a licensed eye care professional before making any modifications to your diet, supplement regimen, or lifestyle. Your eyes are an invaluable asset, far too important to gamble with. Now, let's embark on our countdown, starting with number 7. Number 7. Kiwi. Let's begin our journey with number 7, the humble kiwi. This small, often fuzzy fruit is something you might typically walk past without a second glance in the grocery store aisle each week. Yet, for aging eyes, the kiwi is a genuinely impressive powerhouse of nutrients, and robust scientific research unequivocally supports its profound benefits. Understanding why it matters is key. As we navigate the process of aging, the retina, that exquisitely complex part of your eye responsible for capturing incoming light and transforming it into comprehensible electrical signals that your brain can interpret, becomes progressively more vulnerable. Over time, oxidative stress, a damaging process caused by free radicals, begins to accumulate within these delicate cells. Simultaneously, the cells themselves commence a slow, inevitable process of wear and tear. Before you fully realize what's happening, you might find yourself squinting intently to read road signs that once seemed perfectly clear. Or perhaps the headlights of oncoming cars at night begin to fragment into dazzling, disorienting starbursts when you're driving. You might even wake up each morning to vision that takes an hour or more to fully resolve and clear. This isn't merely just aging. This is clear evidence of cellular damage, and there is an ever-growing body of evidence suggesting that this damage is, in fact, addressable and even reversible to a certain extent. Kiwi is extraordinarily rich in two specific nutrients that eye researchers consistently highlight as critical for ocular health: lutein and zeaxanthin. Envision these carotenoids as nature's own internal sunglasses, specialized biological filters embedded within the intricate layers of your retina. Their primary function is to absorb harmful, high-energy blue light, which can contribute to retinal damage, and concurrently to provide potent antioxidant protection precisely when your eyes are undergoing their crucial nighttime repair processes. Beyond these foundational carotenoids, kiwi also boasts a unique blend of other powerful antioxidants and, intriguingly, a small but significant amount of serotonin. Serotonin is a neurotransmitter well known for its role in promoting deeper, more restorative sleep cycles. This connection is not coincidental. Deep, uninterrupted sleep is precisely when your eyes perform their most intensive and vital repair work. The synergy between these nutrients and sleep quality is often underestimated, but profoundly important for ocular regeneration. The scientific evidence supporting kiwi's benefits is indeed meaningful. A compelling study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Healthy Aging documented that older adults who consistently consumed 2 golden kiwis daily experienced measurable and significant improvements in their overall visual sharpness. Furthermore, these participants reported a noticeable reduction in the common complaints of morning dryness and eye redness. Imagine just 2 pieces of fruit yielding such tangible, measurable results in your daily vision and comfort. So, how can you effectively integrate this powerful fruit into your routine? The approach is remarkably simple. Consume 2 golden kiwis, not the more common green varieties, approximately 1 hour before you intend to go to bed. Golden kiwis are specifically recommended because they contain a higher concentration of lutein, are less acidic, and tend to be gentler on the stomach late at night, a crucial factor when you're striving for quality, uninterrupted sleep. And here's a subtle but important detail that most people completely overlook. When preparing your kiwi, do not peel all the way to the very edge. That thin, often discarded layer of flesh situated directly beneath the skin is a concentrated repository of caffeic acid, a remarkably potent antioxidant. Instead of peeling it entirely, simply scoop out the fruit with a spoon, leaving that nutrient-rich inner edge perfectly intact. Something as ordinary and accessible as a kiwi has the potential to contribute to improved night vision, significantly less morning dryness, all without the need for additional pills or invasive procedures. Number 6. Watermelon. Coming in at number 6 on our list is a fruit you likely already adore, especially during warmer months: watermelon. If you've ever pondered why your vision persists in being blurry an hour or more after waking, struggling to come into sharp focus, then you'll certainly want to pay close attention to the insights that follow. As we gracefully, or sometimes less gracefully, age, our eyes naturally tend to dry out at an accelerated rate. Concurrently, the vital blood flow to the retina gradually, almost imperceptibly, slows down. This reduced circulation is a major, yet often overlooked, contributor to that incredibly frustrating morning blurriness, a phenomenon that can sometimes take hours to dissipate, if it ever fully clears at all. The underlying mechanism here is a diminished supply of oxygen and nutrients to the ocular tissues during the prolonged period of sleep. Watermelon famously is composed of over 90% water, making hydration an immediately obvious and significant benefit for overall bodily function, including eye health. However, cutting-edge research points to benefits that run far deeper than mere hydration. Watermelon stands out as one of the richest natural dietary sources of lycopene, a remarkably potent carotenoid antioxidant. Observational studies have consistently linked lycopene intake to a significant reduction in oxidative damage within retinal cells. Furthermore, it has been associated with potential protective effects against a spectrum of age-related ocular conditions, including the formation of cataracts and the progression of macular degeneration. Lycopene acts as a scavenger of harmful free radicals, thereby shielding delicate eye tissues from oxidative stress. Intriguingly, studies have also demonstrated that individuals who regularly consume watermelon tend to exhibit higher circulating levels of both lutein and zeaxanthin, those very same critical vision-supporting nutrients we extensively discussed in relation to kiwi. This suggests a synergistic effect, where watermelon contributes not only its unique compounds, but also helps in the absorption or utilization of other vital carotenoids. Moreover, there is compelling research indicating that specific compounds inherent in watermelon can actively support the crucial production of nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a powerful vasodilator, meaning it helps to relax and widen blood vessels throughout the body, including the incredibly fine capillaries that supply the retina. This improved peripheral blood flow can directly translate into enhanced oxygen and nutrient delivery to the retina precisely during sleep, the period when your eyes are most vulnerable and in dire need of sustained nourishment and repair. So, how can you effectively harness the power of watermelon for your eyes? The method is both simple and refreshing. Enjoy 1 to 2 cups of chilled, seedless watermelon approximately 30 minutes before you retire for the night. A crucial pro tip often overlooked is to skip the salt. While a pinch of salt might enhance flavor for some, added sodium can, for certain individuals, elevate intraocular pressure. The Glaucoma Research Foundation explicitly identifies elevated intraocular pressure as a significant and potentially irreversible risk factor for vision loss. By avoiding salt, you optimize the watermelon's benefits without introducing a potential risk factor. And here's another clever pro tip. Resist the urge to discard the rind entirely. That often ignored white section just beneath the green skin is a hidden treasure trove of citrulline, an amino acid. Citrulline plays a vital role in supporting healthy blood vessel function and can further contribute to optimal nighttime eye nourishment by enhancing nitric oxide pathways. You can easily blend this white portion into a refreshing smoothie, or if you're feeling a bit more adventurous culinarily, lightly pickle it to enjoy its benefits. Number 5. Black currants. Emerging at number 5 on our comprehensive list is a fruit that many Americans, surprisingly, have likely never purchased or perhaps even encountered: black currants. These tiny, deep purple berries are deceptively easy to overlook in the produce aisle. But when it comes to the crucial task of protecting your eyes, particularly their performance in challenging, low-light conditions, black currants are quietly and profoundly remarkable. Their efficacy stems from their ability to specifically address two pervasive and often intertwined problems: retinal microinflammation and a reduction in vital blood flow to the optic nerve. Over prolonged periods, this chronic, low-grade inflammation can insidiously blur your vision, transform ambient light sources into distracting halos around headlights at night, and lead to a progressive and debilitating eye strain, especially when trying to focus in dim environments. These are precisely the types of nuanced visual impairments that a stronger glasses prescription simply cannot, by its very nature, adequately rectify, because they stem from deeper physiological issues. What renders black currants so exceptionally effective in this regard is their extraordinary anthocyanin content. Anthocyanins are the rich, deep pigments responsible for bestowing these berries with their vibrant, intense color. Within the intricate environment of the eye, these powerful compounds perform a remarkable array of functions simultaneously. Firstly, they act as potent anti-inflammatory agents, effectively calming the chronic microinflammation that can contribute to visual degradation. Secondly, they actively support and encourage blood vessel dilation, ensuring a more robust and consistent supply of oxygen and nutrients to the delicate ocular tissues, including the optic nerve. Thirdly, and critically, they aid in the restoration of rhodopsin, the essential visual pigment responsible for your eye's remarkable ability to rapidly adapt from conditions of bright light to profound darkness. This function is vital for navigating varying light environments safely and comfortably. The clinical research underpinning the benefits of black currants is impressively solid and compelling. A meticulously designed, randomized, placebo-controlled trial involving patients diagnosed with glaucoma demonstrated that a daily intake of 50 milligrams of blackcurrant anthocyanins over a 24-month period led to significant improvements in blood flow to both the optic nerve head and various retinal areas. Crucially, this consistent intake meaningfully slowed the progression of visual field loss when compared to the placebo group. This is not a minor finding. It points to genuine therapeutic potential. A separate pilot study, focusing on patients with normal tension glaucoma, further revealed that blackcurrant anthocyanins effectively increased retinal blood flow without adversely impacting intraocular pressure, and also helped to normalize levels of endothelin-1, a compound intricately involved in blood vessel constriction. These findings strongly suggest a genuine neuroprotective potential, even for individuals without a formally diagnosed eye condition, indicating a broader benefit for general ocular health. Furthermore, there is a growing body of evidence indicating that blackcurrant anthocyanins significantly enhance dark adaptation, which is the speed and efficiency with which your eyes can adjust when transitioning from brightly lit environments to dim ones. For older adults who frequently struggle with driving at night or who experience discomfort and disorientation when moving between rooms with drastically different lighting conditions, this improvement in dark adaptation is directly and profoundly relevant to their safety and quality of life. How then can you effectively incorporate them? Fresh blackcurrants can be quite challenging to source in most conventional grocery stores, particularly outside of specific seasons. Therefore, a highly effective and practical alternative is to seek out a standardized blackcurrant anthocyanin extract, aiming for a dosage of approximately 50 milligrams daily. It is generally recommended to take this supplement in the evening, ideally alongside your other chosen fruits. To optimize absorption, which is key for fat-soluble compounds, it's beneficial to pair the extract with a small amount of healthy fat, such as a few walnuts, or with a rich source of vitamin C, like a slice of orange. This nutrient synergy genuinely matters, as these complementary compounds can enhance each other's bioavailability and efficacy within the body. Number 4. Blueberries. At number 4, we find a fruit that you almost certainly already have in your home right now, a familiar staple, blueberries. However, here's a detail that consistently catches people by surprise. Most of us consume blueberries in a manner that inadvertently cancels out a significant portion of their potent, eye-protective benefits. Understanding this subtle nuance is crucial for unlocking their full potential. What specific ocular challenges do blueberries heroically target? They primarily address oxidative damage occurring within your photoreceptors. These are the highly specialized cells nestled within your retina that are absolutely indispensable for your ability to focus precisely, to distinguish the finest details in your visual field, and to adapt seamlessly to rapid changes in ambient light. Over the course of years, cumulative exposure to harmful ultraviolet (UV) radiation gradually takes its toll. Your body's natural antioxidant defenses, which act as protective shields, progressively thin and weaken. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, you might begin to find yourself squinting at text, struggling to see clearly in dimly lit environments, or exasperatedly asking yourself why your vision remains stubbornly blurry even when you're wearing your corrective glasses. These are all indicators of compromised photoreceptor function. The key bioactive compound residing within blueberries, responsible for much of their ocular magic, is pterostilbene. This remarkable molecule is chemically related to the well-known resveratrol, but crucially, it boasts significantly superior bioavailability, meaning your body can absorb and utilize it far more efficiently. Research compellingly suggests that pterostilbene possesses the unique ability to cross the formidable blood-retinal barrier, a protective physiological gate that often prevents many dietary antioxidants from reaching the residue, delicate tissues of the eye. Once past this barrier, it can act directly on DNA damage within light-sensitive cells, initiating repair mechanisms. This direct action on target tissue is a meaningful distinction from many other dietary antioxidants that, while beneficial, may never reach the specific ocular tissues that are most in need of their protective and reparative effects. A notable 2023 study published in Nutritional Neuroscience provided compelling evidence, demonstrating that older adults who incorporated wild blueberries into their daily diet for a period of 12 weeks exhibited measurable and notable improvements in their overall visual acuity. Furthermore, these participants reported a meaningfully reduced incidence of eye strain, particularly when engaging with digital screens in low-light conditions. This finding is highly relevant in our increasingly screen-centric world. However, here is the absolutely critical detail. Not all blueberries are created equal when it comes to delivering these profound benefits. The larger, often shiny, cultivated varieties commonly found in most supermarkets, while still healthy, possess measurably lower antioxidant density. In stark contrast, wild blueberries, the smaller, darker, and more intensely pigmented berries you'll typically find in the frozen section of your grocery store, carry nearly double the concentration of these vital, active compounds. And importantly, for convenience and efficacy, frozen wild blueberries are just as nutritionally potent and effective as their fresh counterparts. So, how do you correctly utilize blueberries to maximize their eye protective potential? Aim for about a third of a cup of wild blueberries, consumed approximately 45 minutes before bedtime. And here's the crucial pro tip that most people get wrong, often unknowingly sabotaging their efforts. Do not combine them with dairy products. The proteins present in milk, yogurt, and other dairy items have a tendency to bind to the precious anthocyanins in blueberries, physically blocking their absorption in the gut. This means your body is unable to fully access and utilize these beneficial compounds. Instead, a superior method is to lightly freeze and then thaw your wild blueberries just before eating them. This seemingly simple process helps to break down the berry's cellular walls, dramatically increasing the bioavailability of their antioxidants, ensuring that your eyes can actually access and leverage these vital nutrients during their critical overnight repair cycle. Number 3. Dragon fruit. Coming in at number 3 on our list, and this particular fruit often elicits surprise from almost everyone, we're talking about dragon fruit. This exotic, visually striking fruit, with its vibrant pink exterior and dramatic red or white flesh speckled with tiny black seeds, is now gaining recognition for its potential in eye health. Research compellingly suggests that it may be one of the most effective fruits for significantly increasing oxygen delivery to your eyes during your sleep. If you frequently find yourself waking up with eyes that feel persistently tired, heavy, and strained, even after a full 8 hours of rest, then this is one fruit that warrants your very close attention. You've undoubtedly seen it in grocery stores, alluring with its unique appearance. However, the variety of dragon fruit matters enormously for its ocular benefits. You specifically want the deep red-fleshed variety. The white-fleshed variants, while delicious, do not contain the specific compounds we are targeting for eye health. The precise problem that red dragon fruit effectively addresses is retinal hypoxia. This is a critical condition where the delicate retinal tissue, essential for vision, is not receiving an adequate supply of oxygen during sleep. When retinal hypoxia occurs, it undermines the regenerative processes that are supposed to happen overnight. Consequently, you can sleep a full 8 hours and still wake up feeling as though your eyes are profoundly fatigued and heavy. Over time, your peripheral vision may begin to blur, and colors, which once appeared vibrant and distinct, may start to look noticeably flatter and less saturated than they used to. If left unaddressed, the cumulative damage from chronic retinal hypoxia can be significant and progressively impair your visual function. So, what is it about red dragon fruit that makes it such a powerful ally for eye health? Red dragon fruit is exceptionally rich in betalains, a distinct class of powerful antioxidants. Research unequivocally demonstrates that betalains can significantly support the production of nitric oxide within your blood vessels. As previously discussed, nitric oxide is a crucial signaling molecule that acts as a potent vasodilator, meaning it helps to relax and widen capillaries, including the incredibly tiny, intricate capillaries that specifically supply your retina. Wider, more relaxed capillaries translate directly into a greater volume of oxygen and a richer supply of essential nutrients reaching your retinal tissue during deep sleep. This enhanced circulation is precisely what prevents and mitigates retinal hypoxia, ensuring optimal overnight repair. A compelling 2022 study published in Frontiers in Aging Biology reported remarkable findings. Participants who consistently consumed red dragon fruit extract for a period of 6 weeks showed meaningful and measurable improvements in their ocular circulation. Furthermore, they exhibited enhanced contrast sensitivity, which is the ability to distinguish objects from their background, and an improved visual field depth. In practical, tangible terms, these participants reported being able to see more clearly in low light conditions and experienced noticeable reductions in their previously reported blurry vision. How then can you best incorporate this exotic fruit into your routine? Consume half of a red-fleshed dragon fruit approximately 1 hour before bed. And here's the crucial pro tip that almost everyone misses, often to their detriment. Do not swallow the tiny black seeds whole. Instead, make a conscious effort to chew them thoroughly. Those minuscule seeds are packed with valuable omega-3 fatty acids and magnesium, both of which play documented and significant roles in supporting optimal retinal nerve health and facilitating cellular repair processes. Swallowed whole, these vital nutrients often pass through your digestive system largely unabsorbed, meaning you lose almost all of their profound benefits. Number 2. Goji berries. Our journey through vision-supporting fruits brings us to number 2, a fruit steeped in thousands of years of history and traditional use, goji berries. These bright red, slightly sweet berries have been revered and utilized in traditional Chinese medicine for over 2 millennia, specifically for their purported benefits to eye health. What was once traditional wisdom is now increasingly validated by robust clinical evidence, which is rapidly aligning with ancient practices. Here's the exact, critical problem that goji berries powerfully target: macular thinning. The macula is the small, central, yet incredibly vital zone of your retina. It is solely responsible for your sharp, detailed central vision, the vision you rely upon for intricate tasks like reading fine print, recognizing the subtle nuances of faces, and perceiving the full spectrum of colors with vivid clarity. As we age, the cumulative effects of oxidative stress and gradually reduced circulation insidiously degrade this essential tissue. This progressive degradation is the foundational process underlying age-related macular degeneration, AMD, which tragically remains one of the leading causes of irreversible vision loss in older adults across the globe, severely compromising their independence and quality of life. What elevates goji berries to an exceptional status in the realm of eye health is their truly remarkable zeaxanthin content. Goji berries are proudly among the highest natural dietary sources of zeaxanthin found anywhere on the planet. While lutein, another crucial carotenoid, predominantly offers protective benefits to the outer regions of the retina, zeaxanthin concentrates specifically and densely within the macula itself, your very center of vision. This targeted, concentrated protection is profoundly significant as it provides a robust shield directly where the most critical, high-acuity vision occurs and where AMD typically initiates its damage. The clinical research substantiating the benefits of goji berries is compelling and highly encouraging. A comprehensive 2021 study published in the prestigious journal Nutrients meticulously followed a cohort of adults aged 60 to 80 who who consistently consumed dried goji berries 5 days a week for a period of 90 days. The results were striking. The study unequivocally demonstrated a significant and measurable increase in macular pigment optical density, MPOD. MPOD is a direct and quantifiable measure of the protective pigment within the macula, indicating enhanced shielding against damage. Crucially, no participant in the study showed any further progression of macular degeneration during the entire trial period, suggesting a powerful arrest or slowing of the disease's advancement. For anyone who harbors deep concerns about potentially losing their visual independence as they age, this particular finding deserves the most serious and attentive consideration. So, how can you effectively integrate these potent berries into your nightly routine? Begin by soaking 2 tablespoons of dried goji berries in warm water for approximately 10 minutes. This soaking process serves a dual purpose. It significantly softens the berries, making them far more palatable and enjoyable to eat, and it also improves their digestibility, which can be particularly beneficial for older digestive systems. After soaking, consume them roughly 30 minutes before you go to bed. And here's a highly effective pro tip with genuine scientific backing. Pair your rehydrated goji berries with a small square of high-quality dark chocolate, ideally one with at least 85% cacao content. The flavonoids, powerful antioxidants abundant in cocoa, have been demonstrably shown to enhance the absorption of zeaxanthin within the body. Together, these two seemingly disparate foods create a powerful synergy, ensuring that your macula can actually access and fully utilize the maximum benefits from the zeaxanthin. Number 1. Papaya. Finally, we arrive at number 1, the fruit that tops this entire list for its profound impact on your eyes: papaya. It isn't exotic in the way dragon fruit is, nor is it particularly expensive. In fact, you may very well have a ripe one sitting on your kitchen counter right now. Yet, when consumed correctly, papaya targets one of the most destructive and, critically, one of the most widely overlooked processes behind the insidious development of blurry vision, the progressive clouding of lenses, and the early formation of cataracts. Its power lies in addressing a silent, pervasive enemy: glycation. Here's the specific biological adversary that papaya bravely goes after: glycation. This is a complex and highly damaging process by which excess blood glucose, circulating unchecked in the bloodstream, binds indiscriminately to proteins present in your delicate eye tissue. This binding leads to the formation of harmful compounds known as advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These AGEs progressively accumulate, acting like molecular sludge that inexorably clouds your eye's natural lens, gradually diminishing its clarity and simultaneously degrades the delicate retinal tissue. Glycation is a profoundly underappreciated yet continuously active contributor to age-related vision deterioration, unfolding silently and relentlessly in a significant majority of individuals over the age of 60, often without any immediate noticeable symptoms until substantial damage has occurred. Papaya is exceptionally rich in papain, a naturally occurring proteolytic enzyme with well-documented anti-inflammatory and protein-modifying properties. Papain, by virtue of its enzymatic action, can help to break down accumulated protein aggregates, including some of those formed by glycation, thereby potentially mitigating their damaging effects. Beyond papain, papaya delivers a powerful and synergistic combination of essential vitamins, A, C, and E, alongside folate. These vital nutrients are consistently linked in scientific research to enhanced tear film stability, providing crucial lubrication and protection for the eye's surface. They are also integral to overall retinal protection and demonstrably contribute to a significant reduction in oxidative stress occurring inside the eye, which is a primary driver of age-related damage. A groundbreaking 2023 study published in Clinical Gerontology further solidified papaya's ocular benefits. It found that older adults who consistently consumed papaya in the evening showed remarkably lower levels of glycation markers in follow-up testing. Alongside this crucial reduction in glycation, participants also exhibited stronger tear production, indicating improved ocular surface health, and experienced measurable improvements in contrast vision within a mere 6 weeks. For seniors grappling with the discomfort of chronic dry eyes, the frustration of blurry morning vision, or the unsettling onset of early-stage cataracts, these outcomes are not just significant, they are profoundly meaningful, offering a natural pathway to tangible improvements. So, how can you best harness the remarkable power of papaya? Consume 1 cup of ripe papaya cubes approximately 1 hour before you intend to go to bed. 2 critical details significantly matter here for maximizing its benefits. Firstly, fresh papaya is unequivocally better than any processed or canned versions, as processing often diminishes enzyme activity and nutrient content. Secondly, room temperature papaya is superior to cold papaya. Make it a practice to remove your papaya from the refrigerator at least 30 to 60 minutes before you plan to eat it. Cold temperatures are known to suppress enzyme activity, and you want the potent papain enzyme at its full, uninhibited strength when it reaches your digestive system to exert its beneficial effects. Just as with blueberries, do not pair papaya with dairy products for the same absorption-blocking reasons we previously discussed, as dairy proteins can interfere with nutrient uptake. And here's a pro tip that not only boosts effectiveness but also enhances flavor. Squeeze fresh lime juice generously over your papaya before eating. The high vitamin C content in lime meaningfully boosts your body's absorption of vitamin A from the papaya. This ensures your eyes receive more of the essential nutrients they need for optimal health and repair. And frankly, the combination of flavors tastes considerably better, adding a refreshing zest. 5 essential rules for maximum benefit. Now, before we conclude this vital discussion, there are 5 absolutely essential rules I need you to understand and meticulously follow. Without adherence to these crucial guidelines, you could conscientiously eat every single fruit on this list and still not fully unlock or experience the profound benefits they are capable of delivering to your vision. These rules ensure that the powerful nutrients are absorbed and utilized optimally by your body. Rule 1. Don't combine with high-calcium foods. This is a frequent mistake that can severely undermine your efforts. If you consume your papaya, blueberries, or any other nutrient-rich fruit shortly after eating high-calcium foods, such as milk, yogurt, or calcium-fortified cereals, you're actively creating a barrier that significantly blocks your body's absorption of vital eye-protective nutrients like lutein and zeaxanthin. Research has definitively shown that high-calcium meals consumed in close proximity to antioxidant-rich